Yo, what's good, man? You already know where I'm at, man. I'm in the motherfucking Alarm Mobile. Ready to get y'all boys some gems today. So look, what I realized today, bro, honestly, it's gonna be kind of crazy, but it's kind of ironic. I make a lot of videos structured around discipline, and I make a lot of videos structured around overall becoming your highest version. But I had a revelation today, bro. I real deal had a revelation. Without the Most High's guidance, without an overall want, because it's like this, right? A lot of people want to win a lottery. A lot of people want to be rich. A lot of people want to be creative, but they just think. You just think these things and then want them to just come alive. When I tell you, bro, as a man, and this is to all my men, you know, I know women watch me as well. For my men watching this video, bro, when I tell you, everybody's religious belief is different. You know, I don't judge anybody. But when I tell you, bro, that when you build a connection with God, bro, when you build a connection with the Most High, whether that be Allah, whether that be Jesus, whatever the case may be, whatever your preference is, whatever you want to do, I guarantee you your life will start elevating. And the reason why I say this is not to be cliche, not to be corny, not to say, you know, anything that sounds repetitive. But honestly, bro, God gives you the map and direction. Because, for example, right, there was a time where I was very deep rooted in pleasure, and it felt like I was going through a sense of just overall being pulled in addiction, bro. Like literally, from a, you know, woman aspect, from a not being able to get away from women, from a, you know what I'm saying, me not being able to fully be myself at times, you know, things like that. You know, porn was a thing as well, you know, but I feel like everyone has a specific thing. And I feel like forms of addiction are your guide, bro. You feel me? Because it's like I always say, bro, it's not that much about, it's not really that, how would I word this? The importance of the flower, rather than actually focusing on the soil that grows it, is much more defining, bro. What I basically mean by that is you could be wherever you're at in life right now. Like there was a time where I swear on everything right hand that I was depressed. I had mad anxiety. Like, bro, I couldn't even go talk to anybody, let alone go talk to, you feel me, women and be confident. Like that shit took time, bro. In real life took time. And this was like right after quarantine. So I believe that it could have been just from a reminiscence of being alone. And, you know, you get kind of rusty at times, you know, when you just so focused and locked in on something. But what the Most High did for me, bro, was he allowed me to see. See, the thing is with God, right? He's going to allow you to see exactly where you're going. It's kind of like somebody's painting you a picture, right? And they telling you and giving you the coordinates. So it's like a lot of us, right? We feel like we don't have no direction. We feel like we don't have no guidance. But I promise you, that intuition you have, like the reminders that we all get to really lock in and focus, that's the Most High, bro. That's real deal the Most High. Because the adversity that we go through, the pain that we go through, the sudden movements or, you know, change, it only makes us better. And as men, we prevail from change. Men have to go through adversity. It's like a non-negotiable. If you go through no adversity, you won't even really be able to value life. You want to know why? Because within that spectrum of adversity, you find more of yourself. You find more of who you are as an individual, meaning your purpose. And then when you find your purpose, then you'll be able to really define and like, it's kind of like you going 100, like you just going 120. That's why I preach purpose so much, because when you find purpose, that is your North Star. Because even if your purpose changes, you know, you might be a content creator right now, but then you might elevate into being a broadcaster, or, you know, getting your own podcast studio, or, just evolving. But the key goal is for you to continue to keep giving value to the world. That's why I always tell y'all, like, make sure whatever you doing, whether you working at your job, whether you in school, whether you in grad school, whatever you doing, bro, make sure that you're putting purpose first. See, a lot of y'all are lost, and a lot of y'all feel like y'all are lost because y'all doing all the wrong things. There's nothing wrong with going to work your 9 to 5 and then go working on what you want to do. But a lot of y'all aren't doing that because, one, y'all just lazy and don't want it enough, and y'all don't have no defining purpose. See, let me put you on game, right? What purpose means to a lot of individuals, especially myself, purpose is the thing that you don't want to stop. Purpose is the thing that's going to get you up in the middle of the night when you ain't got no sleep, when you tired, when you don't want to, and you're going to get up and actually put in that fucking work. Purpose is the thing that's going to give you that jolt of energy when you haven't eaten, when you worked out, when you exhausted. You're going to keep going for your goals. That's why I always say, bro, you have to become obsessed. You have to become obsessed with getting better. You have to become obsessed with building a better connection with yourself and the Most High, becoming more righteous as a man, because you see what these folks are promoting, bro. You see what they're promoting. Everything around you, from the smoking to the drinking to the degeneracy, from politics, all of these things to pull your attention from you just locking in and focusing on you. That's why I always tell y'all, bro, detachment is key. Getting off social media for an extended period of time. If you're not on social media promoting something, posting, influencing, sending a positive message, bro, you don't real life need to be on social media. It's nothing on there for you, bro, but distractions. Literally, that's literally what it's curated for. And it's not all bad. You just have to weed out the bullshit. It's kind of like you going through a garden and trying to find a specific vegetable or a specific thing. You have to weed out everything else to find what you're looking for. So that's what life is consistent of. So when it comes to being disciplined and choosing purpose over pleasure, you have to want that, bro. If you want to keep continuing to be addicted to porn, you're going to continue to be addicted to porn. If you want to continue to be a drug addict, you're going to continue to be a drug addict. Because a lot of people want to make the excuse of, it's hard. Nigga, life is hard. Life is hard, bro. When I say that, I mean that from the bottom of my heart. This life sometimes can get difficult. But there's people going through worse than you are, bro. There's real life people out here dying every day. Starving every day. Homeless. All of these different things, bro. And you feeling sorry for yourself because you got to be a man and you got to take care of responsibility and you got weight on your shoulders. Nigga, you got a roof over top of your head. Like, you real life have food in the fridge. Why are you complaining? And that's why I say God humbles us at the right time, because a lot of times we be so down bad. And that's why I say it's a paradigm shift. You have to start putting yourself in environments that are conducive. If you laying in bed, right, and you sleeping in, you're trying to get an extra 20 minutes of sleep, you're trying to get an extra 30 minutes of sleep, and you keep trying to fight off that urge, because like I've experienced it, we've all experienced it, that urge of wanting to go have sex, that urge of wanting to go watch porn. You have to start creating new neural pathways, because right now, right, this is what your brain probably looks like. Imagine you trying to jump a fence, right? And you have the fence has like the pointy, spikes at the top. So like to prevent people to kind of from jumping over it. And it's like if you get caught on it, God knows what happened if you get caught on that shit. But I digress. You have to realize that if you continue to keep doing the same things, if you continue to keep having the same habits, if you can continue to think the same way, you're going to continue to be addicted to porn. Nothing is going to change. If you keep going to the bar, if you keep going out to party, if you keep placing yourself in degenerative, and you know what I'm saying? And I'm not saying like going to the club or going to the bar is so bad for you, because a lot of people use that to build their social skills, or in a sense to court women, or in a sense to allow themselves to get better at speaking to women. What I'm basically saying is, if you know you have a habit of going to the club and getting blacked out drunk, wasted, or going to a bar and just getting drunk as fuck because you're trying to deal with the pain of life, then you're placing yourself in these environments because you want to. It's not the overall addiction that's doing it, it's the habits. Because that's like saying, for example, right? If I'm trying to win a ring, but I continuously keep doing the same plays, I continuously keep going to practice late, I continuously keep missing games, I continuously keep not showing up for the team, but I'm saying I want a ring. I'm basically saying I want to be a champion while everybody is going to practice and then going to another practice after that, showing up early, staying on diet, staying on nutrition, following a consistent program. But I want a ring, and I said it, I want a championship, but I'm not showing up to practice. How crazy does that sound? So when I say going to the bar, going to the club, consistently drinking every week, every day, every other week, every 2 weeks, is setting you back because you're getting comfortable with that. You are getting comfortable and you think that this is life. You think that getting drunk, watching porn, having lustful sex is life. You think that that's just life and that's just how life is supposed to be lived. So now your brain thinks that this is normal. Your brain thinks getting aroused by other people having sex is normal. And you wonder why you can't go and talk to a girl. You wonder why you can't, in a sense, break free from the addiction because you don't want to. See, a lot of people say that they want to get off drugs, but they're not conducing their environment to do so. If I want to get off of drugs, if I want to stop smoking weed every day, and I'm continuously going around my homies that smoke, I'm continuously going around environments that I know I can get what I want. I know that I can get the weed. I know that I can get the drugs or whatever I'm trying to get. I'm not trying to break free from that addiction because I'm not doing anything different. So if you didn't take anything from this video, bro, what I want you to really comprehend, if it's only one thing, when you build a connection with yourself, when you find yourself, when you really detach from all worldly things, from the aspect of having to consistently go out, having to consistently put yourself in environments that you know aren't conducive to your growth, consistently feeling like you need somebody to be there for you, I promise you, when you really sit back and think and you really lock in, bro, I promise your life is going to change. It's not even a non-negotiable. It's not even a statistic. Like, bro, it's not a hypothesis, bro, when I tell you that if you change your habits, if you're trying to, say for instance, right, you trying to break free from your drug habit. If you look at your drug habit as something that is not as detrimental as it is. So as I was stating earlier, bro, every time I be spitting that heat and the phone you feel me? But for my subscribers that be watching me, you already know how that go. But as I was stating, bro, I just want you to know, you don't have to walk through this journey we call life alone, bro. Especially for my men. A lot of times our pride gets in the way of us seeking help or asking for assistance or even looking out and seeing if there's any form of, attribution to our growth, anything that's advantageous to us getting better. You feel me? We'll just sit in silence and we'll suffer in silence as well. But I'm here to tell you, bro, that you don't have to, bro. You don't, because you're not walking through this journey alone, bro. When I tell you there's people going through the same thing, if not worse, you feel me? There's people that feel like they can't get out of their certain environment or certain condition or certain addiction because they feel like they're doing this alone. And I'm gonna be honest with you, bro. Every time you try to walk through a journey alone, bro, friends to the side, you know what I'm saying? Parents to the side, everybody to the side. I'm just talking about, from my example, me and God, bro. When I walk through this journey every day, when I wake up, when I see growth, when I ask him for guidance, I'm asking him for guidance so I can exceed expectation, so that I can become my highest version. I know that this version of me has to die for me to exceed that expectation I'm trying to exceed. So when you are going through your problems, when you are going through your trials and tribulations, when you are going through your adversity, bro, it ain't nothing to just look up, bro. Like, if you in your room, whether if you at work, whether if you at wherever you at, bro, take some time, bro, and just be still and just ask the Most High for guidance. Like I said, for my people that aren't religious, for my people that don't follow a strict regimen, bro, God is within everything, bro. You don't have to follow a religion to be following the Most High, because there is a universal creator. You think that you hear by mistake? You think this was just a misconception or something? Like, no. So that in itself is proof that God exists. You feel me? So within that aspect, bro, you build a strong connection with God when he breaks you down. I ain't even gonna hold you, because I feel like a lot of people come to the Most High when they're, when things are good and are gravy, or, even when things are bad. But for you to really evolve, that's why I always tell y'all as a man, for you to exceed expectation, you're going to have to go through that pain. You're going to have to go through that loneliness. You're going to have to go through that struggle. You're going to have to go through that. Why? Because it's character development. I was just telling one of my homies this, bro. Like, when you go through any form of pain, whether that's a breakup, whether if that's losing a family member, whether if that's, whatever the case may be, right? At first, you're never going to feel like this happened because it needed to happen. You're going to always feel like this happened to you and not for you. Every time. Because that's just normally how we are programmed. We're normally programmed as humans to feel like every time something bad happens, it's happening to us, not for us. And that's why I said building that sense of gratitude and having trust in a higher power is so important for you to exceed expectation. Because I promise you, bro, if you continue to try to walk this path we call life alone, if you continue to try to be the macho man and never need anybody, and because I tried to do that, bro, it didn't work. I tried to not ask nobody, no family, no friends. I tried to just walk alone, and I was losing. I was losing terribly, when all I really needed was to just put my trust in God, bro. Because like I told my homie, bro, I'm like, yo, all you can do is just put the work in and give the rest to God. So if there's somebody out there talking down on my name right now, if there's situations going on that involve me that I didn't have nothing to do with, if there's things outside of me, everything external, that shit gotta go to God. That shit has to go to God, because I can't do nothing with that. That's not going to make me better as a man. That's not going to help me raise the bar that I need to raise so I can actually get to where I need to go to. And that be a lot of our problems. We be worried so much about what other people got going on, what the external looks like, social media, politics, all of these things that are redundant. They have nothing to do with you. Nothing to do with you. Like, a lot of people want to speak on the aspect of politics and this and that. Bro, are you going to save yourself? Are you going to allow yourself to try to get better in any form of fashion, any aspect, before you call on someone else to try to make all your problems right? That's why I be telling y'all, bro, just open your mind up, bro. If you just use a fifth, not even 100%, a fifth or even a quarter of your brain and just allow yourself to think, you'll start seeing through the BS, bro. You'll start having higher discernment when it comes to making decisions, when it comes to dealing with these women, when it comes to starting new business ventures, getting into business with people. You'll know that their intentions aren't good. I keep trying to tell y'all that people can't hide their hand. When you're focused, when you on seamer intention, when you got a connection with God, he's not going to let you purposely fall unless you need to. Unless you need to learn a lesson. God is not going to ever put you in situations that he know you cannot prevail from. And that's on God. Because every step of the way, every time you go up, you're going to have a new lesson, because that's just what life is. For example, every time you go up in grade school, from the first to the second to the third, you're learning something new. You're going to learn something refreshing. Whether if you like it or not, that's on you. But you're going to learn something new until you get to a certain stature, or you get to a certain element, or until you die. And that's just how life works, because that's life. So, like I said earlier, bro, a lot of our problems we be trying to be too goddamn prideful. We be trying to be too damn independent. And we be trying to feel like we don't need nobody, bro. We be trying to feel like we don't need nothing. We don't need no help from nobody. And when I tell you, bro, I'm telling you, bro, when you lean on the Most High, bro, when you lean on that man, bro, never gonna let you down, bro. I ain't even gonna hold you. Like, and it's so ironic I'm saying this, because there was a certain point in time where I promise you, like, bro, like I'm like, bro, like I'm good. Like, I don't need help from nobody. And I consistently kept getting my ass whooped. Bro, I can't make this shit up. Like, I'm going through all of these trials and tribulations. Even to this day, I still am, but I have more faith. And that's so important. And I want to talk about that after I'm finished with this. Having a connection with God isn't so much as for the advantageous benefits that people talk about, but it's for the comfort and for the, in a sense, solace that it provides you, bro. Knowing that whatever you're going through, losing your apartment, your house, relationships, family, jobs, whatever the case may be, right? When you have a strong faith, and when you know that you have the power, the will, the dedication to get past what you're going through, it makes life so much easier, because that's a lot of people's problem, is their lack of faith. See, what we've been taught is you have to be doing something devilish, or you have to be doing something that's outside of your character to really get to a stature of, being a figure, or being somebody that's a motivator, or all of these different things, right? Because that's what they project onto you. But when in all actuality, you can be the representation for what young men should look like. Be the representation, like, because, bro, I tell y'all, and I'm so transparent, like, I started off like anybody else, regular, like broke, porn, lust, all of that was me. That was me, not in the gym, eating unhealthy, eating junk food, objectifying women. That was my thought process. And when I tell you, all I had to do was just start having faith in the process, bro. Things aren't gonna happen like this. That's not how the world works. That's not how life works. In order for you to deeply have a trust in yourself and then have a trust in God, you're gonna have to let go of that will sometimes. And you're gonna have to give it all to him. That's why I say, bro, like, just do what you gotta do, bro. Go to your job, put in them hours, and really lock in. Really start putting up your money. Really start trying to create new habits so that you don't have to resort to watching porn and being just lustful and drinking every weekend and feeling like you gotta smoke every day and feeling like you gotta do all of these things to, just get a form of 5 seconds a piece from your own mind. You don't have to be a prisoner in your own mind, bro. You don't have to be a prisoner in your own vessel. That's why I preach so much about fitness and so much about freedom, financial freedom, so much about having a good mindset, what eating healthy does for you really, other than just getting you a nice physique, other than really lifting and shifting your mindset so that you can be able to think better and have more oxygen going to your brain, so that you can be able to be more transparent, more of overall just a in tune individual, bro. But it starts with the small things first. It starts with you letting go and letting God. And that's all. That's it. That's it, my nigga. Letting go and letting God, bro. Because when you give him the things that don't serve you, He's going to dispose of them. And he's going to allow you to really focus on what's in front of you. Like I said in my last video, if I'm looking left, if I'm looking right, if I'm looking behind me and I got my hand on the wheel like this, I'm going to fucking crash. You want to know why? Because I'm looking everywhere where I don't need to. Instead of focusing on my palette, focusing on my purpose, focusing on my mission, focus on what I want out of life, which is growth, which is advancement, which is righteousness, which is to make the world a better place. So that's the conclusion of the video, bro. You know what I'm saying? I hope I helped somebody with this video. I hope I helped you. You know what I'm saying? I hope that this allowed you to be more, you feel me, open-minded about the Most High. Hey, I believe in you, my nigga. Keep going. Like I said on my videos, keep striving, keep going, keep staying focused. And I'm out. Go.